The war in Vietnam is a combined and joint effort, whatever you are. Soldier, sailor, Marine, or airman, American, Korean, ARVN, Australian or New Zealander, you already know this well.
A message read to this unit illustrates the challenges faced and met by units of all services.
I have a letter addressed to all personnel of this command from the commanding general. During our tour in the Republic of Vietnam, we have all seen what communism can do to a struggling nation in our world community. It is therefore most important that we conduct our affairs with the people of the Republic of Vietnam in a manner that will show the Vietnamese citizen that we are his friends and that we are here to assist him in the improvement as well as the security of his country. It is then with great pride that I note the fine work done by the soldiers of this command during the recent operations. It is with pleasure that I say, a job well done.
These men have just emerged from many long days of combat, during which they faced and fought the Viet Cong, drove him from areas which he had heretofore controlled, opened roads for travel which he had dominated, and thereby contributed substantially to the turning of the tide in Vietnam. Yet it is not for their military accomplishments alone, important though they are, that they are commended by their commander. It is for other activities, more subtle, less easy to grasp and define, yet every bit as indispensable to the final decision in the war that is being fought in Vietnam today, a war unique in the long history of armed conflict between men and nations. This is the story of the fighting man and his unit in Vietnam, defending against aggression. But more than that, this is the story of their special task, helping to build a nation at the grassroots level, among the people, in the villages. This is the battleground in Vietnam, the varied and changing face of the land. But this too is the battlefield, the villages and hamlets which dot the countryside, the communities across the land where 4/5 of the people live. And it is in this battlefield that the issue of victory or defeat will ultimately be decided. The reason is rooted in the special nature of the war that is being fought here. For this is a war whose objective is to win the hearts and minds of the people. To understand why this is so, it is necessary to contrast this war with those we have fought in the past. Take Korea, for example. As in all the wars before it, it had a battle line. When the war was going against us, the battle line pushed in on us. When we were on the offensive, the movement of the battle line described the progress of our victory. In this normal kind of military situation, the other side of that line was known to be enemy territory. And tragic though it was a fact to be accepted that cities and towns lying in areas controlled by the enemy often had to suffer the cost of victory's advance. But the war in Vietnam is different. Although we do engage in conventional combat with well-organized North Vietnamese military units who support the Viet Cong guerrillas, our enemy here is active over most of the countryside, and rarely is there a conventional battle line.